Nyingthig Jale chengu dumbe nidonje chu.
Tashidalik. Good morning, everyone. How are you? Morning, Vinicius.
Good morning, Kepawa.
Morning. Good morning, Matthew. Good morning, Chabila. How
Good
are
morning.
you? Excuse me. Okay. Morning, Brendan. Tashidalik. Okay. So, please visualize that Guru Rinpoche surrounded by dakas and dakinis rising up in the sky, playing and chanting music through the bells, damaros and bells and other instruments. And Guru Rinpoche waking us up from the sleep of ignorance. Kemai gyuhu kalden riki bo mare timo wangi manem pan. Zendro ngarke danta yarlong tong. Tome dune dalan toke. Mare wangi nilyuen de choange. Dane manel gosum gel. Kega na che dung me she sam terin sam yang tam pe gong kam dung lan chen ru ke pe de lan ba ta re ching bo ten de dong de nyom le ngang la hen de pe de ma yin chi wa som la hen du ba ta ru ke chen la lo me chi ken sam me cha de tse me tse den she ma tom ke boin ke ne sempe che je ron chen nam dam me don je chen dam ju mai mi jo me lam so nen da je ze dong ke ran da ja dam bo che chun da chun bo ro mi yo ro chun ba so she jan ju me pe ju de jen Konde chen ham ke shen parange chen ham rangen ke wa me pat ne me gam me do me ba o ming me chen mai me chen sam je den den dong para jawe de la ba namo guru me namo dewa me Namo Dhake Pe. O alas, alas, fortunate child of Buddha nature, do not be oppressed by the forces of ignorance and delusion, but rise up now with resolve and courage. Entranced by ignorance from beginningless time until now, you have had more than enough time to sleep. So do not slumber any longer, but strive after virtue in body, speech, and mind.
Are you oblivious to the sufferings of birth, old age, sickness, and death? There is no guarantee that you'll survive even past this. The time has come for you to develop perseverance in your practice. For at this singular opportunity, you could attain the everlasting bliss and Buddhahood. So now is certainly not the time to sit idly, but starting with the reflection on death, you should bring your practice to completion. The moments of a life are brief, and the possible circumstances of death are beyond imagination. If you do not achieve an undaunted, confident security now, what point is there in your being alive, O fortunate being? All phenomena are selfless, empty, and free from conceptual elaboration. In their dynamic display, they resemble an illusion, mirage, dream, or reflection, a Gandharva city, an echo, or water moon, a bubble, an optical illusion, or an intangible emanation. You should know that all things of cyclic existence and nirvana accord in nature with the 10 similes of illusory phenomena. All phenomena are naturally unborn. They neither abide nor cease, neither come nor go. They are without objective referent or characteristics, ineffable and free from thought. The time has come for these truths to be realized. Homage to the Lama, homage to the Idam, homage to the Dakini. Namo Guru Bhe, Namo Deva Bhe, Namo Dhaki Bhe. Of the 9th round breathing. Hi Belinda. Hi Lindsay. Hi Jigme. How are you?
Good morning, Kempala.
Ashita Lake. Blessing the speech. Om Ahum Chewang Ramye Le Juen Mese Ne Mara Nambe Dorjen Se Sombo Ale Kalen Tangoro Dendre Ne Mute Chanwan Tambe Yigdrule
Uchegewa seche chebene lardu ngagrev dane sundaraje. Chinlange dro dhamche thombara juru ai urere lele ai o angaha. 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 Ka 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 nga cha 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 nya ta 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 na ta 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 na. Pa 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 ma ya ra la wa sha sa sa ha cha ka 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 nga cha 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 nya ta 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 na. Ta 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 na pa 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 ma ya ra la wa sha sa sa ha cha ka 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 nga cha 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 nya ta 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 na. Ta 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 na pa 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 ma ya ra la wa sha sa sa ha cha ka 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 nga. Cha 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 nya ta 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 na ta 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 na pa 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 ma ya ra la wa sha sa sa ha cha. Ka 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 nga cha 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 nya ta 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 na ta 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 na pa 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 ma. Ya ra la wa sha sa sa ha cha ka 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 nga cha 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 nya ta 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 na ta 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 na. Pa 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 ma ya ra la wa sha sa sa ha cha ka 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 nga cha 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 nya. Ta 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 na ta 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 na pa 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 ma ya ra la wa sha sa sa ha cha. Om ye dharma hetu prabhava hetu te shantata gato haya vadatta te shanchayo nirodha evam vadi mahashamana svaha. Om ye dharma hetu prabhava hetu te shantata gato haya vadatta te shanchayo nirodha evam vadi mahashamana svaha. Om ye dharma hetu prabhava hetu te shantata gato haya vadatta te shanchayo nirodha evam vadi mahashamana svaha. Om ye dharma hetu prabhava hetu te shantata gato haya vadatta te shanchayo nirodha evam vadi mahashamana svaha. Om ye dharma hetu prabhava hetu te shantata gato haya vadatta te shanchayo nirodha evam vadi mahashamana svaha. Om ye dharma hetu prabhava hetu te shantata gato haya vadatta te shanchayo nirodha evam vadi mahashamana svaha. Om ye dharma hetu prabhava hetu te shantata gato haya vadatta te shanchayo nirodha evam vadi mahashamana svaha. Om Sambhara Sambhara Bhimana Saramaha Sambhara Om Sambhara Sambhara Bhimana Saramaha Om Sambhara Sambhara Bhimana Saramaha Sambhara Om Sambhara Sambhara Bhimana Saramaha Om Sambhara Sambhara Bhimana Saramaha Sambhara Om Sambhara Sambhara Bhimana Saramaha Om Sambhara Sambhara Bhimana Saramaha Sambhara. Vajra recitation. And then bring in our mind the precious motivation of the Bodhisattva, wishing to bring all motherly sentient beings whose number pervade the vastness of space, that I want to bring them all to the state of perfect and complete Buddhahood. To do so, I will engage in the preliminary practice of the heart of sense of the vast expanse. And in the 100-day mind training, we invoke the blessings in the Nam. Lama Yal Hajen Ledan and more Dampezer Waye Kewahang Empahai Dala Chumpe Jiwo de chen kole jendo jo jenda shi shen kun chang shen so sen. O Lama, please think of me. O Lama, please think of me. O Lama, please think of me. From the blossoming lotus of devotion at my heart center, arise, O kind Lama, my only refuge, in order to protect me, the miserable unfortunate one, who is overwhelmingly tormented by karma and mental affliction. I pray that you remain as the jewel ornament on the crown chakra of great bliss, arousing all of my mindfulness and awareness. Disum sangye tam jige ngovo kuje dane pavden lama damba la sewa denso dala wanguro jinje lamtosa zablam ge topai ke bara jenju lai ke wara jinje lamtosa kada ne lo ke tawai tom bara jinje lamtosa Chundru naje yeshe tarjem bar jinje lahamtosen. I fervently supplicate to the glorious sacred Lama, the essence of all of the Buddhas of the three times, the embodiment of the fourth Dayas. I pray that you grant me blessings and empowerment. I pray that you bless me so that the extraordinary realization of the profound path arises in me. I pray that you bless me to realize the view of the primordial purity of the abiding nature. I pray that you bless me to perfect the wisdom of the four visions of spontaneous presence. Disum sangye tamje gen owo kuje dane pamden lamain damba la sewan devsa. Dana wankuro jinje labdosa. Zablam ge tobai ke bara jenjul hai ke wara jinje labdos. Kadai ne lo ke tawai tom bara jinje labdos. Chundru naje yeshe tarchim bara jinje labdos. Receive the four empowerments. Merge your mind inseparably with the wisdom mind of the Lama in one taste. Behold the face of the innate Lama, awareness, emptiness. Then when thoughts arise, then we engage in the contemplation of the four thoughts that turn our minds away from samsara into dharma. Eljan Shubdolkar, how are you? Touch in the leg. Okay, page 17. Daring Yawa Yindan Dindro Dan Tserin Tandan La Lo Lo Dan Chen Sange Ma Jen Shing Dan Kupa De Mikom Gele Tarwe Delwan Do Mir Juro Wang Po Tsangda Yulu Gele Tai Man Lo Den La Hinde Bande Rane Jorwa Nga Tsang Sange Jen Che Sun Den Bai Ne Dan De La Ju Shenen Dan Be Zen Dan Jen Jorwa Tamche rang la zang hui ne top jang gen mai nge bai me be ce ba ne je den pa re ne du sem bara ju. Lo na che la jur je guru ken lam ge man bara ma don kun gen je ne su me do rin che la ma ken. Dare den 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 ye ma je na chi ne tar ba dru be den me ne de dru den lai se nam se jur ne shi we wo do ngen so ngen ro chang. Gede me she che ge drame te ge we she dan me je sang re che sem chen zam ge zhang da zhen ba la sam na mi le to ba se ta zang. Mi an che me ding lai che tong na che jin che ba ni me karma zam lo na che la jur che guru ken. Lam ge man bar ma dong kun ken je ni su me do rin chen la ma ken kal te me lu rin chen ling chen ya lu ten sang la jur po che ye sem. Tarba drube tendo me rong jen ke bara duke zindan dunga chu lengen toto babdan le lo yen. Shenke dreyo jik chun chen dara je mong su che chun ken gen me kom ge dan la che gen gel dara la be tse lo na che la jur che guru ken. Lam ge men bara ma don kun gen je ni su me don jen chen la ma ken cho she chung jen de be nor dan je de se shang be chen dan kun je sup. Mige de lai me zem le tan lon don ba nyam shen dam tse wa de re chel lo ye me kom nam ba ge. Dan lai che ge gel dara lam be ze lo na chel la jur che guru ken lam ge man bar ma don kun ken je ni su me do jin chen la ma ken. Tata ne dan dung e gi ma zir jen ken la son shen wa ma jur be rang wan to be den re jik de der. Nyom le ngang du del joro cho sen na kordang long che ne du zhe wa da da che che bara zung we lu de yang mel ge nang ne sa cho tong bara kya. Wa da ja ge ki ye zhe be de ba de yun na jik ba shin du jen long na chen la jur chen guru ken lam ge men bar ma tong kun ken je. Nisume do drinchen lama ken gede leke namin chechen rang ke parangewe jikde nesen na. Chase saje tsunge gulu dre sole shodan tolom barwe se gome chakin tun barwe dobe. Barwe se jen gebo chojur se kune tsawe me se ge sen je gangre dobo dabdan chuja ge chonron yang nesu buyo drep. Changre lungge tabe langso ne chubro chendan langbara dolwa che menga junme chenpara denpaya. Sorwe dunga nangpara kawa ye zungge rabdan cheke ne bajen shuren denjen sodan bambage. Shawu tene langbara gede gede jen porde tangla gangpa shodal de tseldu lula che topje ronyak damche talchen ramelong. Narwe ne korwa dan jurwa jen godan kawa tabdan thakpa so tatu kojin chebe ne tsewa. Namdran chobge gangle jungwe joje dan drabe kunlong kebe tse lo na chela jurche guru ken lamge membar matong kun kenje. Nisu me do jinchen lama ken dejin pongla nyami gawe yu sadon longche mi ha me drapat. Sekon lo dare mine ye da lu re chen dang we tom nyam nam ba sum gang le jung we jun ne sen na yen che la che za se be jung ba che. Ko jen che be nyam ta lang dur mong pa da me be du nge ge zir we sa ben te mo mun para cham ba da. Lo na che la jur che guru ken lam ge men bar ma dong kun gen je ni su me do jin chen la ma e ken. Chen lam zhou cha ne che me dom zhen, tek chen go zhou shen pen sem dang zhe. Wang zhe top chan ge zo me gom be lam gil de le lam me del do se ta wa ma do to che che pa chen. Gom ba yeng chan go yo wo go ta che pa no chan rang ke me sem be che zhe de le lam me del do se. Lang bar che yang ne ge nor la se na zo yo liang ye zhong cho shen zhe. Te pa chung yang yen ten chen do long ma re de le la me del do se ken kar chor yang du ze ne kor se. Pen pa ten chan rang ju shing tar ren dul war mra yang chan dang ma che pe che ge de le la me del do se. Ni tu de le nyur du sen du sen tri men de le nyur du yong du sen. Page 30, recognizing one's faults. Though I have entered the path of Dharma, I haven't put a stop to my mistaken behavior. Though I have entered the door of the Mahayana, I am devoid of any benefiting thoughts for others. Though I have received the four empowerments, I do not practice the generation and completion stages of meditation. O Lama, free me from straying from the path. Though I have not realized the view, I act crazed. Though distracted in my meditation, I boast about my understanding. Though my conduct is at fault, I do not reflect upon my mistakes. O Lama, free me from becoming such a jaded practitioner. Though I may die tomorrow, I am full of craving for home, clothes, and possessions. Though my youth has passed, I lack revulsion and renunciation. Though I've heard only a few Dharma teachings, I arrogantly presume that I have qualities. O Lama, free me from such delusion. Though headed toward disaster, I am preoccupied with distraction roaming the world. Though I stay in solitary retreats, my basic character remains as hard as wood. Though I speak of morality, I have not abandoned my attachment and aversion. O Lama, free me from the eight worldly concerns. Quickly rouse me from this deep sleep of ignorance. Quickly free me from this dungeon. Then bring in mind the visualization of the refuge-filled or Lama in the aspect of Guru Rinpoche in union with Dakini Yeshitsoga, surrounded by the Lamas of the three lineages, Buddhas, Dharma, and Sanghas, Lamas, Idams, and Dakinis, Dharmapalas, protectors and protectresses, and old ones. In them the essence of omniscience, great compassion, and the power of liberation. I and all motherly sentient beings whose number pervade the vastness of space. From this day onward until we attain the heart of Buddhahood, take refuge. Kenchon sum yen deshe zawa sum zalung tengle rangjen jangchu sen wo rangjen tuje kel korla jangchu nimpo parado jangsun che. In the actual three jewels, the three root sudatas, in bodhicitta, the nature of channel wind and essence, and in the mandala of essence, nature and compassion, I take refuge until attaining the heart of the Beholder. Kenjo sumye deshe tsawa sum, salun tele ranjen jancho sum, wo ranjen tuje kel korola, jancho nimpo parado chamsun che. Light from the refuge field strikes on all sentient beings, purifying their karma, their afflictions, their obscurations and defilements. They perfect the qualities of Mahayana, and then they attain the state of never returning into samsara. Then in the presence of the refuge field, we cultivate bodhicitta through the four immeasurables. O Nanso Nongwan Chunde Zendreke Korwa Lugu Judo Chambe Hendo Rang Rive Se Ying Sui Ngel Se Chil Seme Shi Ying Ane Semke Do. Oh, the mesmerizing display of myriad appearances, like a mirage of the moon in water. Beings grasping it as real wander continuously in samsara. To bring them to rest in the space of luminous intrinsic awareness, I generate bodhicitta through the four immeasurables. O Nanso Nongwan Chunde Zinreke Korwan Logo Jodo Chambendo Rang Reve Se Yin Su Hingel Se Che Seme Je Yen Ane Semke Do. Tonglen. And then finally, all sentient beings dissolve into the refuge field. The refuge field dissolves into the Lama, the Lama dissolves into basic space and we rest in that state. This is the absolute bodhicitta. Then when thoughts arise, we engage in the meditation and recitation of Lama Vajrasattva. Dani Tamil Jiwo Rupe Karandawe Dengi Pungle Lama Dorje Sem Karse Longche Zombe Ku Dorje Drizen Yema Dre Kelai Chapsel Digba Jonje Sen Rampe Tolo Sha Chinche Sola Babjang Dom Kedo Dawa Gebe Den Hunye Tamara Ngaki Korde Pai Ngaki Jukulwe Yabyum dero jorzam ne duze janchu semke drenga buru dultara zambayi. Dada kamsum semchenge le dan nyenmo dungel chu ne den dik drip ne don drip. Malu changwara ze du sen benzara sandu samaya manu palaya. Benzara sandu denu bandir sandir dome bawan sudo shama bawan subo shama bawan no dome bawan sarva siddhi me praya sarva kama sujam. Siddham shiryam guru hung ha 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 ho bhagavan sarva tata gata benzar mame manza. Benzar bhava maha samaya sandu benzar sandu samaya manu palaya benzar sandu denu. Theresan durdome bawan sudo shama bawan subo shama bawan no dome bawan sarva siddhi me praya. Sarva karma sujame jadam shiryam guru hung ha 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 ho bhagavan sarva tanda ganda bendan manu bendan bhava maha samaya santo bendan santo samaya manu bendan santo tenuvate sudo shama va subo shama va naradama va sarva siddhime prayata sarva karma sujame jadam shiryam guru hung ha ha Benda santo samaya manu balaya benda santo tenu batir chandir sudo shama va subo shama va naradama jadam shiryam guru Benda santo samaya manu balaya benda santo tenu batir chandir sudo shama va subo shama va naradama jadam shiryam guru hung ha ha ho bhagavan sarva tanda gata benda mamjam benda mama samaya tanda benda Manu balaya benza santo tenu batir chandir va sudo shama va subo shama va naradama sarva siddhime prayata sarva kama sujam Siddham shiryam guru hung ha ha ho bhagavan sarva tanda gata benda mamjam benda mama samaya tanda benda Manu balaya benza santo tenu batir chandir va sudo shama va subo shama va naradama Sakama sujame jadam shiryam guru hung ha 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 ho bhagavan sarva tanda gata benda mamjam benda mama samaya tanda Manu balaya benza santo tenu batir chandir va sudo shama va subo shama va naradama Sakama sujame jadam shiryam guru hung ha 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 ho bhagavan sarva tanda gata benda mamjam Benzer bhava maha samaya santo benza santo samaya manu balaya benza santo shantar Sudo shama va subo shama va narottama va sarva siddhi me prayata sarva kama sujame jadam shiryam guru hung ha 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 ho sarva tanda gata benzer mame manjam benzer bhava maha samaya santo benza santo samaya manu benza santo tenu batir shantar dhamma va sudo shama va subo shama va narottama sarva siddhi me prayata sarva kama sujame Jadam shiryam guru hung ha 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 ho bhagavan sarva tanda gata benzer benzer bhava santo benza santo Manu balaya benza santo tenu batir chandir dhamma va sudo shama va subo shama va narottama sarva siddhi Jadam shiryam guru hung ha 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 ho bhagavan sarva tanda gata benzer benzer bhava maha samaya santo Manu balaya benza santo tenu batir chandir dhamma va sudo shama va subo shama va narottama sarva siddhi Jadam shiryam guru hung ha 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 ho bhagavan sarva tanda gata benzer benzer bhava maha samaya santo Benza santo tenu batir chandir dhamma va sudo shama va subo shama va narottama sarva siddhi Siddham Shriram Gurung Ha Om Bhagavan Sarvatantang Om Benza Santo Samaya Mano Balaya Benza Santo Denova De Chandra Dameva Sudo Shamava Suba Shamava Naratama Sagama Suddham Siddham Shriram Gurung Ha Om Bhagavan Sarvatantang Benza Benza Bhava Maha Samaya Santo Om Benza Santo Samaya Mano Krishna Durdameva Sudo Shamava Suba Shamava Naratama Samaya Ho Bhagavan Sarvatantangata Benjam Hamamanta Benjam Homa Santam Santo Samaya Benja Santo Denova Dersandra Dameva Sudo Shamava Suba Shamava Naratameva Sama Siddhime Prata Sama Kamasita Siddham Shriam Guru Hung Ha Ho Bhagavan Sarvatantangata Benjam Hamamanta Benjam Homa Samaya Santo Om Benja Santo Samaya Manu Balaya Benja Santo Denova Dersandra Dameva Sudo Shamava Suba Shamava Naratameva Sarva Siddhi Me Praja Sava Kama Sujame Jadam Shriam Guru Hung Ha 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 Om Bhagavan Sarva Tanta Gata Benjar Mame Manjar Benjar Bhava Maha Samaya Chantam Benjar Chantam Samaya Manu Benjar Krishna Dardame Va Sudo Shama Va Suma Shama Va Sarva Siddhi Sarva Kama Sujame Jadam Shriam Guru Hung Ha 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 Om Bhagavan Sarva Tanta Gata Benjar Mame Benjar Bhava Maha Samaya Chantam Benjar Chantam Samaya Manu Benjar Chantam Denova Chantam Anoradameva Sarva Siddhime Prayata Samakama Sujame Jadam Shriam Guru Hung Ha Ha Om Bhagavan Sarva Tathagata Benjarma Memanja Benjar Bhava Maha Samaya Santo Benjar Santo Samaya Manu Palaya Benjar Santo Ten Tishandurdameva Sudo Shamava Subha Shamava Anoradameva Sarva Siddhime Prayata Samakama Sujame Jadam Shriam Guru Hung Ha Ha Om Bhagavan Sarva Tathagata Benjarma Memanja Benjar Bhava Maha Samaya Santo Ahum Gombo Dani Mishi Mongpa Ye Damtse Lene Garshinyam Lama Gombo Chamse Shi Sovo Dorje Zemba De Tuje Chembo Dani Chendro Zola Da Chamshi Ku sun tun cawan dang yin la ge dam ce nyam ba dam jen to lo shan so di ba dang zhi ba ne dong zhi me co tam chen chang chen dang pa ra je du sen do je sen ba ke jen zun ba dang che be ri ge bo ke ge dik zhe ne dong tam chen dang ba yin no Shen nang wa jin jin ye du shun ne rang la ten ben ken le rang ni chang dor je sen ba nang don men lon nang ge sun nen da bro jul be tu so hong ge tam ra ye ge ru shi bo se wa le yo zre che be kam sum ne jo dang je ba dor sem ring ai ten dan ten be rang jin du sang ge ba ran ju om ban zer sa dong ban sa om ban zer sa dong ban sa dong ban sa dong Om Banzara Santo Mandala offering. Om Ahun Tong Sun Jiden Jawan Chan Jen Shin Ren Chen Na Den La Mi Jor Ben Tong Dalu Longchen Chen Bai Yong Bul Ge Chen Ge Kor Lo Jur Re Se Do Sho Omen De Chen Do Bo Gen Ben Shen Nga Ba Nga De Ring En Zong Bo Shen De Yen Che Ben Jing Pong Sam Yen Ba Pu Wen Long Guo Chen La Chen Ba Shou Nang Se Nam Da Jun Nu Bum Be Gu Tu Je Ma Ga Che Ne Ru Be Gen Gu Dang Tek Le Zin Ba Nam Da Je Pu We Che Gu Shen La Che Ba Shou San Je Pe Chu Ju Jin Me Do Zham Re Rab Ling She Ne De Gen Pa De Sangye Shing Du Mik De Pulwa Yin Zhu Kun Nam Da Shing Lai Che Ba Shou Taram Guru Ratna Menthala Puja Mega Samudra Saparana Samaya. The earth's surface sprinkled with perfumed water and sown with flowers, adorned with Mount Sumeru, the four continents, the sun and the moon, visualized as a Buddha-filled I offer. May all beings enjoy in the pure realm of perfect purity. Tram Guru Radha Mandhala Puja Mega Samudra Saparana Samaya. Lu che zin borwe la du chom sem sang pe go ne yin la han ten. Chen da ge du chom tre mara ju ye nen mo du chom tre gong ge. Su pong bo du chom ten ba han tre yen le je tsul ge ben da han to. Gu sum ge me go ge bro sha nang tong sum gang we hen bam ro de. A tong dang hang ye du zhe zhu zhu sum ge nu pe chang pa zhu om a hum a hum a hum a hum om 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 a om a Pe gyaro che yun zhen ge tu dam kang, co zo ne cho tuen en ru to. Maru koro we zhen ne len sha jang ke par du ne je ge gre tsen. Ne den dang bar che ying su shi ken ngen dang dang zin dun du la. Tar che ja dang che yul ma lu kun shi zo ba chen par ma che. Guru Yoga. Emma ho ranal hundro dambai rab jam shin ke bai rab zo sando parre. Rani je zen dor je nal jorama shal che chanye marsen je te zen. Shamne Dortai Jensum Nam Karazi Chioro Pema Bumdal Nede Ten Shamne Gundu Sawe Lamada Erme Tsoke Dorje Trube Ku Karmara Dande Shunu Shatsu Chen Peka Chege Zavere Dongma Se Shache Chane Gempo Runbeda Chaye Dorje Yembe Tebum Na Ulai Dabden Pemene Shusa Chengu Yenai Dedon Yum Choma Bebe Tsulge Kadram Zesum Nam Chazere Tigle Webon Lona Shu Chikoro Yunge Drawe Zebe Lon Trube Jeba Nishu Tsanga Da Jabe Pendro Rekzen Yedamla Kandro Chejon Damjen Jindaradip Seldon Yamne Chembo Handu Page 65. Emma Ho, my own perception is the spontaneously perfect, all-encompassing pure, arrayed perfectly as the glorious copper-colored mountain. In its center, I am Vajra Yogini with one face and two hands, brilliantly red and holding a hook knife and skull cup. My 2 feet are in advancing pose, my 3 eyes gazing into the sky. Above the crown of my head, on 100,000-petal lotus sun and moon sit, inseparable from my own root Lama, the embodiment of all sources of refuge, appears the Nirmana Kaya Lake-born Vajra. His body glows with youth, white with a tinge of red. He wears a gown, monastic shawl, cloak, and robe. With one face, 2 hands, and seated in a majestic posture. In his right hand he holds a Vajra, in his left a skull cup containing the vase of immortality. And on his head he wears the 5-petaled lotus crown. In the crook of his left elbow he holds the supreme consort of bliss and emptiness, concealed as a 3-pronged Khatvanga. He presides amidst a shimmering aura of rays and rings of rainbow light. All around him, enveloped in a beautiful lattice of white, blue, yellow, red, and green light, are the 25 disciples, king and subjects, Panditas and Siddhas of India and Tibet, Vrigzins and Idam deities, Dakinis, Dharmapalas, and protectors. Those who keep the Samaya are all gathered like billowing clouds, vividly and distinctly visualized in the great equanimity of clarity and emptiness. Longchen Yuge Nobjan San Pemai Gesaran Dongbo Yazen Choge Ngodromne Pema June Shesund Kodo Kandro Mambe Goro Kege Jesunda Jingen Lobche Shesus Guru Pema Sinde Hong Jen Yuge Nobjan Sam Pema Gesaran Dombo La Yazen Chogen Hundrum Ne Pema June Shesundra Kodo Kandro Mambe Kor Kege Jesu Da Hadruche Jingen Lobche Shekso Se Guru Pema Sinde Hong Gen Yuge Nobjan Zam Pema Gesaran Dombo La Yazen Chogen Ondrum Ne Pema June Shesundra Kodo Kandro Mambe Kor Kege Jesu Da Hadruche Jinge Lobche Shekso Se Guru Pema Sinde Shri Dali Shinge Dune Du Number Trube Chanzen Long Sham Yu Tri Ting Zinti Nansi Chebe Chajara Ben Gosun Mege Lenam Kun Vese Che Gui Ngandu Shak Denba Nige Duba Yenge So Gun Lai Je Rang Rek Chen Sum Ge Dur Jala Tek Sum Che Goro Korwara Kur Je Se Korwa Mandong Baranyange Meda Shosul Dep Tisum sabe geza gunjanshu chenpo juru. Free, equal to the number of atoms in the universe, I multiply my body and offer prostrations. Through the power of samadhi, both real offerings and those mentally emanated, all appearances and possibilities are presented as the gesture offering. All non-virtuous karma of my body, speech, and mind are confessed in the luminous state of Dharmakaya. I rejoice in the accumulation of all virtue contained within the true truths. For the three types of beings to be tamed, I request you to turn the wheel of Dharma, the three yanas. Until samsara is emptied, I pray that you remain without passing into nirvana. All the roots of virtue accumulated in the three times, I dedicate as the cause for attaining supreme Buddhahood. Shri Lale Shenge Dulne Du Nambara Chunpe Chanze Lo Nye Sham Yu Zhe Deng Zin Te Nan Se Chenpe Chanjan Go Sun Me Ge Le Nam Kun We Se Che Gue Ngan Du Shan Den Bai Ni Ge Du Bai Ge Zong Gong Lai Je Ye Rang Ri Chen Sum Ge Dul Ja La Tek Sum Che Koro Koro War Kor Jise Korwa Mandong Bar Nyange Meda Shu Sel Dek Tisum Sampe Ge Zang Kun Jang Shu Chenpo Ju Ru Jizen Koro Rinpo Je Kene Sangye Tam Je Ke Tu Je Jin Lai Du Bebe Sem Je Yong Ge Gen Je Bo Le Dan Long Je Long Ning Zhang Te Bai Me Barake La Bu Dene Zhang Shu Ma Tong Barake Do Leng Ne To Men Kun Jizen Chenpo Be Jong Ken O Guru Rinpoche, precious Lama, you are the glorious embodiment of the compassion and blessings of all the Buddhas, the only protector of all sentient beings. My body, wealth, mind, heart, and chest I offer to you without hesitation. From now until I attain Buddhahood, in happiness or sorrow, in circumstances good or bad, in situations high or low. Great precious Lama, Lotus One, think of me. Om Ma Hum Banza Guru Brahma Siddhi Hum Ma Hum Banza. Om Ma Hum Banza Guru Brahma Siddhi Hum Hum Banza. Om Ma Hum Banza Guru Brahma Siddhi Hum Om Ma Hum Banza Guru Brahma Siddhi Hum Dala Resa Jena Men Dante Dunge Nime Do Me Zen Dunge Dam Do Jing Dile Jobshe Maha Guru Wanje Kurje Chen Lab Chen Toba Boje Toje Chen Dribne Jongshe Nu Tu Chen I have no one else to turn to. The beings of these degenerate times are sinking in the swamp of unbearable suffering. Protect us from all of these, O great Guru. Grant us the four empowerments, O Blessed One. Deepen our realization, O Compassionate One. Purify the two obscurations, O Powerful One. Om Mahum Benzam Om Mahum Benzam Guru Bimasan 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 Om Mahum Benzam Guru Page 89. Om Ahum Banza Guru Brahma. Om Ahum Banza Guru Brahma Sade. Om Ahum Banza Guru Brahma Sade. Namje Zeye Duje Ze Rana Ngaya Pare Shen Su Ju Chube Shen Gamsu. Shile Dorje Nel Jorma Zel Zereve Ke Gonguru. June Jizen Be Jonda Yermen Chemboro Sange Te De Dan Tombe Chodorge. Yeshe Chemboron Bale Kamzum Zemche Malu Ba Jembe De Ben Dambaru. Jizen Be Me Uyon Se Sewa Ninge Kilne Dev Kazam Se Zam Mayeno. Jenla Tuke Lone Ze Samden Drubara Ze Hendo Sen. When my life is at its end, my perception as the glorious copper-colored mountain, the pure ram of Ngayap, indivisible from the Nirmana Kaya pure ram, and my body as the Vajra Yogini are transformed into a radiant, brilliant sphere of light, and merging inseparably with Jetsun Pema Jongme, I attain supreme Buddhahood. Then from the display of vast primordial wisdom, the miraculous manifestation of bliss and emptiness, for every single being in the three realms, may I become their supreme guide. Jetsun Pema Jongne, grant this so I pray. I pray to you from the bottom of my heart. These are not just empty words. I pray that you grant your blessings from the expanse of your wisdom mind and cause all my aspirations and wishes to be fulfilled. Om Mahum Benzam Guru Brahma Suni Om Mahum Benzam Guru Brahma Suni Om Mahum Benzam 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 Om Mahum Om Benzo Guru Pema Sende Page 77. Om Benzo Guru Pema Sende Ema Ho Janche Cholon Drve Shingamne Dambo Sangye Chegu Kundo San Longku Chude Rolzen Dorjese Chuguru Tsenzo Gara Doje La Sewa Denso Jenha Wanguru Tse Shiri Singha Dendam Chegeze Jambe Shene Tegu Kolo Jurjana Sudra Benchen Bema La Sewa Denso Doje Lamna Den Zambu Lingi Jenje Bema Jungye Partuke Sechon Jebandro Tudre Janso Dadro Longchen Jam Kandro Yinze Kabao Jingmeling Sewa Depsu Drebo Tobdre Zen Chile Wezere Gilwe Nyugoda Padru Kenze Natso Randro Zen Sheke Lodre Kenze Wezerda Kadrin Dame Zawe Lamala Sewa Depsu Nelo Rangel De Sileng Yabara Jungwe Shenloki Doje Lama Dende Mijin Den Chisu Kadru Zamu Nyamlenla Temchan Mebe Drupsu Shiruki Tujo Gombe Jenla Powarasho Nansi Korde Yene Omen Jen Hanga Che Goro Dazo Membede Pangla Jaze Mebe Zoba Che Shenam Yeche Lede Rikbe Dan Che Ning Ansum Jembara Tongwarasho Seme Domba Namdra Jazere Bu Kodang Tegle Nyamna Gondupe Rize Longo Shengam Zela Pe Cheze Lode Chembaro Sangete Shunu Bumgoro Denze Zembara Sho Shindo Nenjora Nyamo Machu De Raglue Dangme Yingsu Madrona Namje Tseye Duje Tongwe Tse Chiwa Wese Kada Che Gurusha Bade Nanja Longche Zoguro Dren Cheche Tege Lamge Tse Zone Ma Bambu Jo Taburo Drova Sanche Wese Tekba Choge Tse Sange Shene Metse Che Gueshe Ngunjur Deme Salam Madrona Magom Sange Chengai Lamchola Tene Ranjin Drube Jinga Dan Kebra Pema Yuke Podando Rizin Janso Zocho Ugenje Sanchen Cheke Gaden Gebe Sarseke Toro Kene Uyonde Tayen Drove Nersoranda Juro Sho Rizin Kyawa Janso Jenla Dan Cheyen Same Chaben Dembai Del Jordan La Zomen Jansum Gen Tendre Ngunjuru Sangen Tom Parasho. Page 79, 3 lines from the bottom. With renunciation from utter disgust in cyclic existence, may I meaningfully depend upon you, Vajra Lama, as though you were my eyes. Following your instructions to the letter, taking to heart the profound practices you elucidate, and practicing them with constant diligence, not just now and then, may the blessing of your wisdom realization be transferred into my own. All appearances and possibilities, samsara and nirvana, are primordially the Kanishta Puram, which is the result of purifying, ripening, and perfecting deities, mantra, and dharmakaya. This is Dzogba Shempo, free from any action or effort of abandoning or adopting. Rigpa's dynamic radiance is beyond conceptual analysis and dualistic experience. May I see the unclad actual Dharmata. Perfectly liberated conceptual characteristics arise as the encompassing expanse of rainbows and lights. The experience of the display of Kayas and Tigles progresses further. The dynamic power of Rigpa reaches full expression as Sambhoga Kaya Purams, and attaining Buddhahood in the great consummate suchness of phenomena beyond concepts. May I accomplish the everlasting state of the youthful vase body. If I am unable to experience the realization of Ati Yoga, and this physical body is not liberated into the pure expanse, then when the formative constituents of this life fall apart, may the luminosity of death arise as the primordially pure Dharmakaya. May the appearances of the Bardo be liberated into Sambhogakaya, perfecting the power of the path of Treksha and Tegel. May I be liberated like a child returning to its mother's lap. In the great secret luminosity, the summit of the Supreme Vehicle, Buddha is nowhere sought but in the face of the Dharmakaya. If I am not liberated into the manifested primordial ground, then relying on the supreme path of the five teachings on Buddhahood without meditation, may I be born in the five natural pure realms of Nirmanakaya, especially in the palace of lotus light pure realm, in the presence of the Guru, great origin, the supreme one among the ocean of Vidyadharas, where there is the joyous celebration of the supreme secret mantra teachings. Let me be born as a supreme heir and be liberated. May I become the garden of limitless sentient beings, through the blessings of the ocean of the victorious Rigzins, through the inconceivable truth of the Dharma Dhatu, through this precious human body with the freedoms and advantages, training in purifying, ripening, and perfecting. May I manifest the interdependence and attain Buddhahood. Guru Mensamne Ome Chusha Tamburon Sarvale Vizrete Rangi Chivo Ne Shu Luke Ladan Tsaye Jebanda Kudurje Jenla Shu Bumbe Wang Top Kerimge Nedo Jur Name Rexinge Savente Chugu Gofan Tobe Kewa Ju La Sha. From the letter Om, radiant like a crystal at the Lama's forehead, rays of light stream forth and enter my forehead, purifying negative actions of the body and obscurations of the channels. The blessing of Vajra body is infused. The vase empowerment is received, and I become a receptive vessel for the practice of the generation stage. The seed of the completely matured Rigzin is sown, and the fortune to attain the state of Nirmanakaya is established within my mind. Jimbane aye pema raga dara barwale wazarate rangi jimbane shu ngake le dan lunge jimba dan sondor je jinla shu sangwe wang top teje ge ne do jur tsewan rizin ge sawen tep lonje zogo gopange kawa ju la sha. From the letter R, blazing like a ruby at the Lama's throat, rays of light stream forth and enter my throat, purifying negative actions of the speech and obscurations of the inner wind. The blessing of Vajra speech is infused. The secret empowerment is received, and I become a receptive vessel for the practice of mantra recitation. The seed of the Rigzin with power over life is sown, and the fortune to attain the state of Sambhogakaya is established within my mind. Toke hungye namke dochen le wezerante rangi ninga ne shu. Ike le dan tile jiban dan tu dorje jen la shu. Shara ye shege wang to de ton zanda le ne dojur. Chaja rik zenge savente chökö gopange kawa ju la sha. From the sky-colored letter Hung at the Lama's heart, rays of light stream forth and enter my heart, purifying negative actions of the mind and obscurations of the essence. The blessing of Vajra mind is infused. The wisdom empowerment is received, and I become a receptive vessel for that Zendali practice of bliss and emptiness. The seed of the Mahamudra Rigzin is sown, and the fortune to attain the state of Dharmakaya is established within my mind. Larayan tuke hungle hunye nipa je karda pangpa jindu che rang semdan tade me parade kunshe le dan she je dripa jang yeshe dorje chenla shu sege tsempa dendam ge wang top kada zoba chenpo ne du jur lunru rezen ge saben tep Tartuke debu ngobo nikwe kopange kyawa jula go. Once more from the letter Hung and the Lama's heart, the second Hung streaks up like a shooting star, merging inseparably with my mind, purifying the karma of the alaya and conceptual obscurations. The blessing of Vajra wisdom is infused. The ultimate symbolizing word empowerment is received, and I become a receptive vessel for the practice of the Dzogma Chempa of original purity. The seed of the spontaneously accomplished Rigzin is sown, and the fortune to attain the state of Savabhavika Kaya, the final fruition, is established within my mind. Om Mahum Benza Guru Pema Siddhi Om Mahum Benza Guru Pema Siddhi Om Mahum Benza Om Mahum Benza Guru Pema Siddhi Om Mahum Benza Om Mahum Benza Guru Pema Siddhi Om Mahum Benza Om Mahum Benza Guru Pema Siddhi Om Mahum Benza Om Mahum Benza Guru Pema Siddhi 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 Om Mahum Om Mahum Benza 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 Guru Pema Siddhi Om Mahum Benza Guru Pema Siddhi Om Mahum Benza Guru Pema Om Mahum Benza Guru Pema Siddhi. Okay, now again, next part of our mind training. Once again, just reassure your body posture. Then visualize the three channels in your body. Your left and your right channels inserted into your center channel. Breathe in through both your nostrils. Again, page 106. And today we'll do Lame Neljor, profound Guru Yoga, the ultimate method of arousing the realization of one's mind. Simchen Tamchen Dunge Juden Nidan Dende Zombe Sange Ge Gopan Tombarja Deye Chendunge Lame Neljoro Gombara Hege Wo. I shall meditate on the profound Guru Yoga, the ultimate method of arousing the realization in one's mind, so that all sentient beings can be free from suffering and its cause, and attain perfect Buddhahood. Tisum Sangye Tamche Ge Ngo Kuje Dhane Palden Lama Dambala Sewa Hande So Dala Wanguru Chinje Labdus Zablam Ge Tombai Kebarachen Julai Kevara Chinje Labdus Kada Nelo Ke Tawa Tombara Chinje Labdus Chundro Nanshe Yeshe Tharan Chembara Jenge Laham Tu I fervently supplicate to the glorious sacred Lama, the essence of all of the Buddhas of the three times, the embodiment of the four Kayas. I pray that you grant me blessings and empowerments. I pray that you bless me so that the extraordinary realization of the profound path arises in me. I pray that you bless me to realize the view of the primordial purity of the abiding nature. I pray that you bless me to perfect the wisdom of the four visions of spontaneous presence. Page 125 or 126. Page 126. First you followed the Supreme Master and obeyed him. Then you practiced undertaking great hardships. Finally, your mind and your teachers became one, and you inherited the lineage. Fearless teacher, at your feet I bow. Gangbo Lama Choten Kajin Ru Bardo Kawa Cheden Yam Solo Tama Gongba Yerme Jusenzen Tsume Lame Shamla Chan Zelo. Page 131. Kunzan Torsem Kara Shere Sem Pema Kara Jeban Yushunga Sozur Nyudna Terden Chanzan So Kadre Lama Namla Sewade True Samanta Bhadra Vajra Sattva Garab Dorje Shri Singha Padma Kara and his 25 disciples, king and subjects, Sozur Nyubnyak, the 100 Tertens and so forth. To all the lamas of the Kama and Dharma lineages, I supplicate. Zamlin Zebe Jenru Chone Dan Tuje Londo Nyambe Tungaya Natre Dambara Bebe Turju Ke Korde Chekuro Zombe Longchen Ba Jime Wizara Jamla Se Wade Although you possess the power equal in innate compassion, scripture learning, and realization, to that of the six ornaments and the two excellent ones who adorn the world, you maintained a hidden discipline in holy forest hermitages. Longchen of the vast expanse of being in which samsara and nirvana are perfect and complete as Dharmakaya. Venerable Dreamweaver, at your feet I supplicate. Shecha kunken drolai jeze tere Dreamweaver yang tru to tereze. Vese Longchen namke nerjo pa jingme lingpe shabla sewade. The omniscient one, the treasure source of compassion for sentient beings. The further emanation of Dreamweaver, revealer of the wisdom mind treasure storehouse. Yogi of the vast great expanse of utter lucidity. Rigzinjing meling by at your feet I supplicate. Yusum kungen bema june je sabdere damboro ngase korlojo. Sangye lingbe yangdru besu chang kunzan shenpe shabla se wade. Lord Padma Sambhava, omniscient throughout the three times, enthroned as the will-holding monarch, the sovereign of the profound treasures. You emanated as Sangye-lingpa's further emanation in the secret manner. Kunzang Shenpen Daye, Jingme Trinlewazer, at your feet I supplicate. Pangpa Jente Wanchu Tuje Trulwa Tarlin Drepe Depencho. Teze Dende Longchen Neljo Paji Megewe Nyuguro Sewande. To the compassionate emanation of the noble Avalokeshvara, the supreme captain who guides sentient beings to the shore of liberation. Whoever is connected with you is the yogi of the vast expanse. To Jigme Gyalwe Nyugu I supplicate. Panjambel Jinla Bime Nambara Tru Gese Lhaje Yanse Shusumba. Kaba Dunde Pema Donga Lin Jam Hyang Kenze Wambaro Se Wahande. To the emanation of Vimala Mitra, blessed by Manjushri, the 13th incarnation of Prince Laje, the holder of the seven transmissions, the treasurable Pema Donga Lingpa. To Jamyang Kenze Wangpo I supplicate. Chitarangewe Sembo Shiva La Nantara. To be one shu shawari sangwa pacho dunge randrunge jingme chege wangboro se wande. To the one whose outer aspect is that of the Bodhisattva Shanti Deva, whose inner aspect is that of the Lord of Siddha Shavaripa, and whose secret aspect is that of Chenrezig, the noble Lord of the self-liberation of suffering. To Jigme Chegyu Wangpo Padurumboche I supplicate. Dawe Shenje Janshu Semcho Jong Kezo Tarchen Korde Yermeto. Cheze Chegu Gongpa Drup Tanyon Tembe Nime Shabla Se Wade. You trained in supreme bodhicitta by caring for others more than yourself. You realize samsara and nirvana is non-dual by perfecting the generation and completion practice. You culminated the wisdom realization of the consummate phenomena of Dharmakaya. Tempe Nima, at your feet I supplicate. Tisum Gewe Chanda Dorje Se Yeshe Jume Garol Bimala Yerme Rezeng Agi Hombosha. Sewa Deso Denjo Gong Bansel. Vajra Sattva, the Lord Protector, embodiment of the victorious ones of the three times, manifesting the magical wisdom dance of Vimalamitra, inseparable from the wisdom holder Ngaki Wangpo Longchen. Kembo Ngakchung, to you I supplicate, grant me the absolute wisdom realization. Choge Lama Namge Gyansamdo Wangro Longzen Chome Shendenje. Bebe Nejoro Kunban Zochemba Sangye Doje Shamla Hasewande. Sedan Druba Nyambara Jengelo. By the Supreme Lamas as the regent, You are empowered and prophesied to perform impartial benefit for others. A Dzogchen hidden yogi who abandoned everything. Jadar Rinpoche, Sangye Doje, at your feet I supplicate. Bless me so I engage in accomplishment until the end of my life. Min jege yenge podane de som sangye kunge ngon. Rangzem che gun ansum tenzemba. Tsawe lame shablai sewa deb. Nelo tomba inke wara jenge lo. From the Dharmadhatu palace of Akanishta, the embodiment of all Buddhas of the three times. You who actually pointed out my mind is Dharmakaya. Tsawe Lama, at your feet I pray. Bless me so I may realize the abiding nature. And then today we're going to use the, the additional prayer book. So, the Longchen Nyingthig additional prayer book. I think it's the September 24th, 2021 copy or edition. Or maybe we don't have that one. Do you have the Lama calling from afar in this one? I don't think we have that. Maybe use the Longchen Pade book, the Longchen Pade. Lama calling from afar by Kempung Akchung. Maybe Lindsay, you can share probably from our drive.
Sure. What is it called?
It is the just a moment. It's called Longchen Anniversary Text 2022. You have that? Longchen Anniversary Text 2022.
Yes, I put it in the chat.
Okay, good. Page 1. Yeah, that it's the light bestowing primordial wisdom, a Guru Yoga on omniscient Longchen Pa. Have that? while you're getting at it, I'll just have to find that file here. Just download it and get it ready. Okay. Rang Zhong Dong Zhen Chen Ge Yin Ye She Gu Chen La Ma La Mi Chen Ge Be Jam Su Che Do Na La Ma Ra Sa Ra Ge Ge. Self-arisen emptiness and luminosity is the basic space of phenomena. To the Lama embodying primordial wisdom, I go for refuge with unwavering respect. I will establish all beings within the state of the Lama. Rang Zhong Zong Zhen Chen Ge Yin Ye She Gu Chen Lama La Mi Chen Gin Ben Jam Su Che Zhong Nan La Me Sarai Ge Ge. Ne Ju Zin Shen Dan Be Long Rang Zhong Jia Ye Te Be Yu Sing Chen Pe Ma Ne Den Den Rang Re Gun Ken La Ma Ne Shi Zum Ban Zhe Da Ye Che Sem Ne Nge Se Cha Jai Chen Ku La Za Sum Gyal Koron Zo Ma Ge Ye Zo Lun Gen Zhu Ze Ne Dam Ye Du Zhel Me Ye Shen Lun Zhu Chen Boro So. Page 2, generating the visualization. Within the vast expanse, free from grasping and clinging to the universe and beings, in its center of dense self-arisen rainbows and lights, upon the lion-throne lotus and moon sit, once pristine awareness is the omniscient Lama, peaceful and smiling in the garment of a Pandita, and in the mudra of resting in the nature of mind. The mandalas of the three roots are complete in his body and spontaneously perfect, spontaneously present, primordially perfect without generation. From the very beginning, the Samaya Sattva and Janana Sattva are free from meeting or parting. Clearly visualize the great, spontaneously present primordial wisdom. Rang Re La Dan Ni Su Me Dan Nyan Chen Bu Cha Gi Du Kor De Ro Nyam Ngang Du Che Dik Dun Ge Me Long Du Sha Rang Ro Rik Pai Je Ye Rang Po Me Cham Dul Chen Boro Shu Zil Dil Che Koro Koro Wara Kul Che Ye Ye Dro Chen Boro Yang. My pristine awareness and the deity are non-dual. I bow with the prostrations of great purity and equality. I make offerings within the state of the equal taste of samsara and nirvana. I confess non-virtue and downfalls in the unborn expense. I rejoice in the natural freedom of pristine awareness. I request you to remain within the pervasiveness, unchanging nature. I request you to turn the will of effortless dharma. I dedicate the merit to the great primordial liberated basic space. Chene jiten bel jorodan nanju punkam mendel har ying na jaye tsombu dra kusum dingel halai bel. The glory and wealth of the outer universe and the aggregates and elements of the inner beings, radiant with clusters of rainbow lights, the display of basic space. I offer this mandala to the absolute deity of the three kayas. Om Guru Mandala Puja Aho. Se nanje thara chen chen re bai me joro kong araje rang jun si ji wen dum bara de men gombo Longchen ba ji me wen ze lai chan ze chen gun be se wan de ta tu tu je jen je lo ye she na wa ge bara ze lama ke dan yam bara sho. Page 5, supplication. Perfecting the four visions of utter lucidity, you arise as the five kayas, unchanging pristine awareness. You blaze in the glory of Safaris and splendor. Primordial Lord Protector Longchen Ba, Dreamer Wizard, stainless radiance, I prostrate to you. I respectfully supplicate you with one-pointed concentration. Continuously grant your blessings with great kindness. Grant the blossoming light of primordial wisdom, so that I become equal to you, Lama. One more time. Rangjung si je paldo barai de me gombo Longchen ba de me wezer lai chan ze che gyun pe se wa de ta tu tu je jen je lo ye she na wa gen bara ze lama ke dan nyam bara sho ma Mahaguru Sarvasiddhi Om 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 Mahaguru Sarvasiddhi Om Ma Mahaguru Sarvasiddhi Om Ma Mahaguru Sarvasiddhi Om Mahaguru Sarvasiddhi Om Mahaguru Sarvasiddhi Om Mahaguru Om Mahaguru Sarvasiddhi 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 Om Mahaguru Om Mahaguru Sarvasiddhi Om Mahaguru Sarvasiddhi Om Mahaguru Sarvasuni 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 Om Mahaguru Om Mahaguru Om Mahaguru Sarvasindhi Om Keno Keno Kelama Dajo Jenge Ye she doronje wanchen korone kuje sawen tembaranze Seje sewa tapale lama gembara anyamdanden jela zeje Paldo bar la me tende thokane rande koda idro som Özre düze da cejon Rangene son antembaye Jemda jela Wangoro to kuje go pa jula ja tarahane lama endo Deye marar ser jurubani rangeni tembale re don gombe tal chen zo ye je dan da wa ye kan da lo de ngan do sha. Back to the supplication, page 6, the empowerment. Oh, please think of me, omniscient Lama. Bestow your blessings unto my mind stream. Grant the supreme empowerment of the Vajra primordial wisdom. Sow the seeds of the 4 sacred bodies. By fervently supplicating one-pointedly, I am endowed with the experience that delights the Lama. Blazing in the splendorous glory of blessings, from the Lama's forehead, throat, and heart, sacred bodies similar to the Lama and the 3 syllables appear together with light rays and wisdom ambrosia. They dissolve into my 3 places and purify obscurations, and I receive blessings and empowerments. The state of the 4 sacred bodies are placed within my mind stream. At the end, the Lama melts into light, turning into an orange tea syllable, which dissolves into the center of my heart. The dynamic radiance of the realization of awareness and emptiness is perfected. Free of intellectual elaborations, I rest in the non-conceptual state of original purity. Larian zinde vekumdu diye yonsu junbande lama jambe longchen zo marse rende legbam zen jesum dardan rinchen gen shabne dorje keltron shu tu karan dawa lane pe de taranga ge teme kurye che gewa sen chen kenze janla tam chen do Dalu timu mbas loje nawa ge parajur. Page 9. Once again within the sphere of light inside my heart, the Dhi syllable transforms completely into the Sambhoga Kaya Lama Manjushri, orange in color, holding a sword and sacred text, peaceful, smiling, adorned in silk and jewels, and seated with his 2 legs in the Vajra posture. In his heart upon a moon disk, the mantra mala circles the Dhi syllable. Lights radiating from it present offerings to the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, and gather all the blessings of wisdom, omniscience, and love. The darkness of my mind's ignorance is dispelled, and the light of wisdom blossoms. Om Sarva Dharma Sabha Dharma Bhava Sabhava Vishuddhe Vajra Angaha Prakriti Parishuddha Sarva Dharma Yaduta Sarva Tathagata Janya Kaya Manjushiri Parishuddheta Mupada Yate Angaha Sarva Tathagata Hridaya Hara Hara Om Hum Shri Bhagavan Jana Murti Vageshara Mahavatsa Sarva Dharma Gagana Mala Suparishuddha Dharma Dhatu Jana Garbha. Om Sarva Dharma Bhava Sabhava Vishuddhe Vajra Angaha Prakiri Parishuddha Sarva Dharma Yaduta Sarva Tathagata Janna Kaya Manjushiri Parishuddhi Tamupadayati Angaha Sarva Tathagata Hridaya Hara Hara Om Hum Re Bhagavan Jana Murti Vageshwara Mahavatsa Sarva Dharma Gagana Mala Parishuddha Sarva Dharma Dhatu Jana Garbha. Om Sarva Dharma Bhava Sabhava Vishuddhe Vajra Angaha prakriti parishuddha sarva dharma yaduta sarva tathagata jana kaya manjushri parishuddhi mupade yati angaha sarva tathagata hridaya hara hara om hum shri Bhagavan Jana Murti Vageshwara Mahavacha Sarva Dharma Gagana Mala Parishuddha Sarva Dharma Dhatu Jana Garbha Om Mara Bhajanadi 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 Omara Banjana de 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 Omara Banjana Omara Banjana de 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 Omara Banjana Omara Banjana de Omara Banjana de Omara Banjana de Omara Banjana Omara Banjana de We'll come back to page 12, but now go to page 27, Lama Jangme, Lama calling from afar. Please chant and sing along with heartfelt devotion. I think this is not the file system. Okay, just a moment. It's not the one. My eyes are not this good to go there. Get closer to Okay. That's the right one. 장도 땅에 속
Dinam ka shawi
Okay, back to page, was it 22 or 12? Page 12. Page 12. Geden taye semjen gun gen che gen gelbo dan jambe yeshe sembai Gopan Tsedere Monje Te Sisum Dronkere Donjoro Chi. Through this virtue may all boundless sentient beings manifest the state of the omniscient Lord of Dharma and the wisdom being Manjushri in this very life, and empty the realms of the three existences. Okay, now go back to page 126 in our. Okay, just a moment. Are we using a different link for the Zoom? Okay, because there are people who are saying they can. Hello, Hakika, touch the leg. We are almost ending, and we will come to the link. Okay. Okay, we'll be done in 5 minutes. Okay. Okay, touch the leg. Okay, page 120. It's on a Ngondro text. Page 126. Dinjen lama sangye nge doya rangshi jongwe dambe kalego. Kamsum semjen pamara gona yang deutsu chewe chela tsekso sho. Dada dada lengen semjen na kewa dedan tsera tamche do. Jindur nge shen nenjo demba ye gewe shenro dembara jenge lo. I see that my kind teacher is a real Buddha, but with my obstinate nature I disobey his instructions. I know that all beings of the three worlds have been my parents, but with my bad temper I still abuse my Dharma companions. Bless me and those with evil karma like me, that we may in this life and all others, with humble, steadfast discipline, flexible in mind and actions, follow our spiritual teacher. Page 89. Namje tseye duje tse rana ngaya pare shin songju zhube shinkam su shilu dorje nal jorma. Sel tserewe ke gongbo roju ne je tsen pe jondang. Yerme chenboro sangye te de dan tombe chonchol ge ye she chenboro bale. Kamsum semje malu pa jembe de ben damba ruje tsembe me uyong se. Sewa ninge kilne dev kansam tseksam haye no jin lab toke long ne tse. Samden dro para do sen. When my life is at its end, my perception is the glorious copper-colored mountain, the pure realm of Ngaya, indivisible from the Nirmana Kaya pure realm. And my body as Vajra Yogini are transformed into a radiant, brilliant sphere of light. And merging inseparably with Jetsun Pema Jongni, I attain supreme Buddhahood. Then from the display of vast primordial wisdom, the miraculous manifestation of bliss and emptiness, for every single being in the three realms, may I become their supreme guide. Jetsun Pema Jongni, grant this so, I pray. I pray to you from the bottom of my heart. These are not just empty words. I pray that you grant your blessings from the expanse of your wisdom heart, and cause all my aspirations and wishes to be fulfilled. I was thinking to insert Poa here, but we don't have time. But anyway, you can just visualize Buddha Amitabha or Lama in the aspect of Buddha Amitabha, and visualize ourselves as Vajra Yogini, and then the central channel, and then the essence of our consciousness at the heart, and then the wind, through the training of the wind, and the essence rises up and then comes into your, like your throat, into your crown, and then immediately shoots into the heart of Buddha Amitabha. merging inseparably with the wisdom mind of Buddha Amitabha. And once again, the blessings of Buddha Amitabha dissolves into us, and then we transform into Buddha Amitayas, the Buddha of infinite life and wisdom. Om Amarani Jivantes, 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 Swaha. Page 92. Lamen tuka ne vezara marpo jedan chempa shivelge jungwa dani dorje nel jormar sarve ninga rekpa tsamgi ve margi gongbo shikto jurne Guru rimbo che tu karatimbe yerme ro chektu juru. From the heart center of the Lama, a beam of light, red and warm, suddenly appears. And with myself visualized as Dorje Jorma, it touches my heart, and I'm instantaneously transformed into a sphere of red light, which dissolves into Guru Rinpoche's heart, and I become inseparable with him in one taste. Palden Save Lama Rinpoche Dagi Chioro Pemen Tenshola Kadrin Chembo Gone Jesont Kuzun Tugeng Dru Zendu Se Palden Lame Nambara Tarbala Keje Zamya Lota Mike Jen Chezele Baratome Muguke Lame Jen Life Semla Jumbara Shokewa Kundu Yanda Lamada Dalme chege pala longche chen sadan lamge yende rabzone palden dorje change gokhan nyoro to sho gewa de kewa kun sonam yeshe zozo she sonam yeshe le jong wen damba kunne to barasho dogun gewa jene ye badan je dan je juro de jen je badan sambo je jen de dra sadala Kune kunja zambor re juro che jambe po che dara kembada kundo zambo deyan de jente de da kunge je so daglop che gewa de da tamche rabdung de sun shebe gewa tamche ke ngowa gangla chodu ngaba de da ge gewe zawa de kuncha Sambo che che rabdo ngora gi kandu kembe kewa tamche du tore yenden den den tobra sho keman tandu che dan che jurchi surjen drube rangwa ye barasho deryan lama damba neje chinen dan sendu chela che barasho che to nini ningbo den drube tse de sebe janso gawarsho Seba dambe chera tenje chen shenben rula chonge me barsho Lapchen shenden chore me bayi Tamje chamche sangye to barasho Nandra resum tanga che guengang kudan ye sher pa jamlepe Sabsan nil juro chenpo nyamlen da yerme tuke tingle roche shokewa kundu yangda lamada Dalme cheke pala longche chen sadan lamge yente rabzote Palden lame gofan yoro tosho Om Ahum Benza Guru Pema Sindi Om Ahum Benza Guru Pema Sindi Om Ahum Benza Guru Pema Sindi Benza Guru Pema Sindhi Om Ahum Benza Guru Pema Te Jeng Tsal Benzar Samahaya Za Sindhi Pala Om Ahum Benza Guru Pema Te San Benzar Samaya Sindi Pala Om Ahum Benza Guru Pema Te San Benzar Samaya Sindi Pala Allahu Tashid Lake. Congratulations. Today is the successful completion of our 444th day. Tashid Lake. Allahu. Okay, now I'll just turn this off and then we'll join for the talk. Okay, we'll switch to the next. Okay, Tashid